Ever felt like you're carrying a weight around your neck, dragging you down, but no one else seems to see it? A profound question, isn't it? But it's not just a metaphor. For many, it's a grim reality they face every day. This unseen burden, this invisible enemy, is depression. It's a word we often hear, but do we truly understand it? It's more than just feeling sad. It's a constant battle, a tug of war within your mind, pulling you deeper into the abyss of despair. It's like trying to swim against a current that's relentlessly pulling you under, while the world around you remains oblivious to your struggle. Depression doesn't discriminate. It's a common adversary affecting 1 in 5 people. Yet it's one of the hardest things to explain to others. Because how do you describe a battle that leaves no physical scars? Depression is a silent battle, one that millions fight every day. But what if there was a way to lighten the load? Depression isn't just feeling a little down or having a bad day. It's far deeper than that. It's a shadow that lurks in the corners of your mind, a storm that rages within, unseen but deeply felt. It's not a mood swing or a reaction to a bad event. It's a mental health condition that affects millions around the globe. Now let's unpack some common misconceptions about depression. Many think it's a sign of weakness, a choice, or simply a lack of willpower, but that couldn't be further from the truth. It's a complex interplay of genetic, biological, environmental, and psychological factors. It's not something one can just snap out of or shake off. A prevalent stereotype is that people with depression are lazy, unproductive, or attention-seeking. This is harmful and simply not true. Depression can affect anyone, regardless of their productivity levels or social status. And it's not a cry for attention, it's a cry for help, for understanding, for empathy. Some believe that only women get depressed, but this is a myth. Depression does not discriminate. It can affect anyone at any age, regardless of gender, race, or socioeconomic status. Another misunderstanding is that depression is just extreme sadness. While sadness is a part of it, depression encompasses a range of emotions and symptoms, from feelings of worthlessness and hopelessness to physical symptoms like fatigue and sleep disturbances. And let's not forget the dangerous notion that talking about depression is just spreading negativity. In reality, open conversations about mental health are crucial in breaking the stigma and encouraging those struggling to seek help. Depression isn't a choice, it's a fight against invisible foes, against one's own mind. But what if the weapon we need is right under our noses? It's time to dispel the myths, break the silence, and shine a light on the realities of depression. Because understanding and empathy are the first steps towards helping those who fight this battle every day. Happiness, a word so familiar, yet seems so elusive when you're in the throes of depression. When you're navigating the stormy seas of depression, happiness can often seem like a distant, unreachable shore. It's like a vivid rainbow, a beautiful mirage that keeps fading into the horizon each time you try to approach it. But here's the thing. It's not the mirage, but the way we perceive it that matters. The pursuit of happiness is not a vacation we plan for, or a destination we can reach by catching the next train. It's not about the grandiose moments of joy, or the fleeting feeling of elation. No, happiness is more about the small moments, the everyday contentment, the peace within the storm. It's about finding joy in the mundane, comfort in the discomfort, and light in the darkest corners of our existence. But when you're battling depression, the world can seem devoid of these small joys. Obstacles loom larger, casting long, intimidating shadows that obscure the path to happiness. The journey can be riddled with potholes of self-doubt, detours of despair, and roadblocks of relentless negativity. Depression can often make us believe that happiness is a scarce commodity, locked away in a vault, only accessible to a privileged few. But happiness is not a privilege. It's a right. It's not a luxury. It's a necessity. And it's not a finite resource, but an infinite source of energy that we all have the capacity to tap into. The key lies in our perspective. We need to redefine our understanding of happiness. Is it really about achieving a state of constant euphoria? Or is it more about accepting our flaws, embracing our vulnerabilities, and appreciating our journey with all its ups and downs? Depression may make the world seem gray, but remember, even the most vibrant of rainbows appear after a storm. So even when the path to happiness seems obscured, remember that it's there, waiting for you to find your own unique way to it. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a journey. But what if the path is a lot simpler than we've been led to believe? Think back to a time when you were truly happy. What if I told you, you could feel that way again? The road to happiness, especially when depression is your travel companion, may seem like a journey of 1,000 miles. But remember, every journey starts with a single step. And that step is often the hardest, but also the most important. The first strategy is to celebrate small victories. Did you wake up today? Did you eat a meal? Did you take a walk? These are victories, my friend. They're proof of your strength and resilience. Don't minimize them. Instead, acknowledge them, celebrate them, and let them fuel your journey. Next, prioritize self-care. It's not just about bubble baths and scented candles. It's about nourishing your body with healthy food, moving your body, getting enough sleep, and taking time off when you need it. It's about saying no when you're overwhelmed and saying yes to things that bring you joy. Speaking of joy, don't forget to find it in the little things. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of laughter, the taste of your favorite food, the comfort of a good book. These are the moments that make up our lives. They're the moments that matter. Remember, happiness isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's not something you arrive at, but something you carry with you. It's not about being happy all the time, but about finding moments of happiness, even in the darkest times. You're not alone on this journey. Reach out to those around you, share your struggles, and let them share theirs. Connection is a powerful antidote to depression. Happiness is within reach, even when the world seems dark, but what if there's more to it? The road to happiness isn't straight or easy, but it's worth it. And remember, it's okay to ask for directions. Depression and happiness, two sides of the same coin, but there's a secret that ties them together. Let's dive into the hidden truth. You see, happiness isn't merely the absence of depression. It's not about erasing pain or sadness from your life entirely. No, happiness is the ability to find joy and meaning despite the presence of these darker feelings. It's about embracing the full spectrum of human emotions and understanding that it's okay not to be okay sometimes. Our perspective plays a crucial role in this journey. The strength and resilience that comes from overcoming adversity, from climbing out of those dark pits of despair, that's where true happiness lies. It's about finding the silver lining, the light at the end of the tunnel, the rainbow after the storm. So next time you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, remember, your happiness isn't lost. It's just waiting to be rediscovered. And remember, you're not alone in this fight.